I can't guarantee you that your kids are going to demolish a plate of pasta in a mushroom-based sauce like mine, but I can put you in a pretty good position to make it happen. The first thing you're going to do is brown your mushrooms in a dry pan. No oil, no butter. And if kids are eating at your dinner table with you, chop these up really small before you cook them, and then they'll get even smaller as they start to brown and give up their water. And the reason you see me pushing the mushrooms to the side of the pan is so they can stop cooking over the direct heat while I infuse my olive oil with garlic and red pepper flakes. And as the garlic starts to brown and become fragrant, then you can bring everything back together, but only to push it all aside again, because now we're going to add our sausage. Once it's in the pan, just start working it into smaller pieces until about half the sausage has turned brown. Then you can bring everything back together before adding 1 cup of a dry white wine. Then you're going to let your wine reduce and sweeten for about 10 minutes before we thicken the sauce. And you could certainly use heavy cream if you have it on hand, but I'm going to use a simple milk and flour mixture that works perfectly. And it should thicken as beautifully as this in about 5 minutes. Once the consistency's right, then I'm going to work in some freshly grated Parmesan and chopped parsley. At this point, your sauce is done and it's time to add your pasta. I'm using bucatini because I had it in the pantry, but rigatoni or tagliatelle would also be wonderful with this. But whatever you use, make sure you reserve some of the pasta water before you strain your pasta, because we're going to add about 1/4 cup of it with the pasta to the sauce before we start mixing it. Then to serve it, I just poured it all into a family platter before topping it with a mound of Parmesan and more fresh parsley. Now my whole family loved this one and the ingredients are in the caption, so go ahead and give it a try and let me know what you think.